Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome in. Just getting us set up here. Hope everybody's having a great Monday evening. Thanks for joining. Sit tight. We're going to wait for a few others to join, then we will get started. We're going to have some fun again tonight. Hey, Cece, welcome in. How are you? Welcome in on the TikTok side as well. Just continuing to share this out with some folks. Anybody that you know that would like to chat some Disney with us, by all means, share away. And we will have a good time this evening. Cece, how are you today? Welcome in on the TikTok side as well. My name is Mike. I am a travel agent that specializes in Disney. We get together every Monday evening to have a little fun with Disney stuff. Last week, we spent, hey, Disney Dad Bod. Last week, we spent time together building a fifth Disney World park called Retro Disney, where we brought back 20 previously existing rides that Disney has since closed down and had fun with that. We added 3 parades that were old parades, a little fireworks show, and a couple of old restaurants as well. So it was a lot of fun. Hello, Amanda. Welcome in. Wow, Anise, it's amazing to me that May the 4th is only 63 days away. I swear it feels like it was just, I don't know, 2 months ago that it was May the 4th. Hey, Helen, welcome in. Time is really going by fast, that's for sure. So 63 days from May the 4th, that sounds about right, because 70 days from today, I will be back down there, and that will be May 11th. Looking forward to that trip. I've always watched some of the streams of May the 4th and the folks that are there enjoying the festivities. It looks a lot of fun. I love Star Wars, not as much as others. I do enjoy Star Wars. I can sit and watch the movies over and over and over again. But I don't know that I love it enough that I would want to be there on May the 4th with the crowds. I'd probably enjoy the rest of Hollywood Studios during the evening time. Cece will be there to see Kylo and Darth and Chewie. Love it. Love, love, love it. Single Dad, how are you? We're going to give it about 2 more minutes. We're going to get rolling, gang. Last week, we built a 5th park. This week, we're going to do home improvement on the existing parks. And we'll walk through each one that we're going to do step by step. So put your thinking caps on in a means of doing home improvement on the existing parks. 10 days till you cruise, that is amazing. Only character you meet in Galaxy's Edge are Stormtroopers and Kylo Ren. Yeah, if you want to see Darth Vader, he is over to the left of Star Tours, the original Star Wars ride in Hollywood Studios. Chewie will be walking around occasionally in Galaxy's Edge at different times. But yeah, if you want to meet Darth Vader, over by Star Tours. Last time I was there, when the heck was I there last time? Wasn't that long ago. I saw him just right to the side of Star Tours. Hey, Jordan, welcome in. It is fantastic today. So again, last week, if you were with us, you know, if you weren't with us, we created our own 5th Walt Disney World park. We called it Retro Disney. And the requirements were that we could only add rides that used to exist at Disney that have since been closed down. So collectively, we brought back 20 rides, and we brought back 3 parades, 1 fireworks show, and a couple of restaurants. So it was a lot of fun. This week, we are going to do home improvement. We're going to take each of the existing parks and do some fine tuning improvements there. Yep, that's right. CC Darth is by the stage to the left of Star Tours, where they used to do the Jedi training. That is correct. You're ready for this, Disney Dad Bod? That's awesome. If you know anybody that would have a good time doing this with us, share away. Love to have them join. We're going to start here in about 2 minutes. Who else is on the YouTube side with me? See a few folks on. Say hi in there. We will get rolling here in about 1 more minute. If at any point in time, if you're new here, first off, welcome. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you have a good time tonight. If you have any questions about Disney, by all means, feel free to ask them. I may pause what we're chatting about to answer your question, or I might have you hold your question and we'll circle back on it. But always happy to answer any questions that you may have. I'll ask a question of all of you while we're getting ready to start here in a minute. Anybody watch any lives last night of the last of Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith? I will admit that I watched probably about an hour and a half. When the park closed at 9 p.m., they shut off that courtyard area. You couldn't even get back there. I think the wait at that point in time, right at park close, was 2 hours and 15 minutes. I will also admit I turned it off before the last of the Riders Road because I was tired and needed to go to bed. Helen was on, CC was on, Disney Dad Bod, absolutely. So that was fun. I think I've watched live streams of 3 different attractions that were closing for good. Closing for good in its current form. Let me put it that way, because Rock and Roller Coaster, the ride itself isn't going anywhere. It'll still be the ride. It'll just be themed with Muppets. Likewise, the water ride at Magic Kingdom is still there. It used to be Splash Mountain and themed with that. It's now themed Tiana, but the ride itself is still the same. The third one is Dinosaur, which that ride is now closed. Will be rethemed Indiana Jones. That will be completely different. The line did start to move awfully fast, Disney Dad Bod, towards the end. You're exactly right. But anyway, those are the 3 I can remember watching as it unfolded, as the park closed and what have you. And for me, I think Splash Mountain had the longest line of people at park close. I think that wait was still 4 hours long when the park closed, far longer than the other 2 rides. And so it was interesting. It did seem like it was never ending. That line, I think at park close, it made its way all the way back to Haunted Mansion. Incredibly long. Dinosaur Ride is going to be the same, just rethemed or completely changed. What I know is it's going to be Indiana Jones, but it's not going to be the same Indiana Jones as what's in Disneyland in California. So I think it will be a sizable redo. I don't know that the ride carts are going to be exactly the same. I think it'll be a larger change than, say, Splash Mountain to Tiana's Bayou Adventure, for instance. Because I think, to me, that ride, it's the same ride, just different animatronics and music and all that sort of thing. I think the dinosaur change is going to be more drastic. Yeah, Splash is the same ride. You're exactly right. Let's see here. CC watched when people went, when Launch Bay closed, saw they had Vader tell everyone goodbye. Oh, that's pretty cool, CC. Of course, Splash Mountain closure was to me, one of the bizarrest things in the world, that people bottled up some of the water and sold it on eBay, and people were spending $100 or more for a little bottle of water that was splash water. All right, let's get rolling here. Again, I don't know who else is on the TikTok or the YouTube side, but welcome in. Feel free to say hi. I know I've got Helen and CC in right now. And on the TikTok side, welcome in. Again, if you're new here, first off, thank you very much for joining. I appreciate it. My name is Mike. I am a travel agent that specializes in Disney. I'm happy to help book trips and love to do that. Obviously, that's how I get commissions from Disney, but I'm more importantly happy to help you have the best experience you can have when it comes to a Disney World trip or a Disney cruise or a Disneyland trip. And we spend most of our time on these Monday nights just having fun, trying to do something different. I'm not sitting at the park, as you can tell from the backdrop. I don't live in Orlando. I live in the middle of the United States in Nebraska and Omaha. And so my streams are certainly different than somebody walking through the park and giving you live accounts of what's happening in the park. So we try to have a good time and do some different things. In last week, if you weren't with us, we built a 5th Disney World park, called it Retro Disney. We selected as a group 20 rides that used to exist at one of the 4 parks. We're going to bring them back and put them into our new 5th park. We did the same thing with parades. We brought back 3 parades, a nighttime and 2 daytime parades. We brought back 1 nighttime fireworks show, and then we brought back 2 restaurants that are no longer in existence. So that was a lot of fun last week to do that. I don't see Disney ever doing that idea, but I think it'd be pretty clever. So this week, we're going to take a kind of a spin on that. And instead of building a new one, we're going to do what I called home improvement. We're going to take and the current 4 parks, do some fine tuning, if you will. So here's our first one. And everybody that's on either side, I want you, needs to be interactive, right? I want you guys to share your comments with me, and then I'll share my thoughts with you guys. So here's the first one. We'll start with Magic Kingdom. What is one ride that you would fix, not replace? So you can't say, I'm going to get rid of X. That's not the question. What is one ride at Magic Kingdom? We'll start at that park that you would fix. And we'll go from there. So I'll pause, let you think for a second. And again, one ride at Magic Kingdom that you would fix. And tell me what you would fix about it. DBs, how are you? Good to see you. I missed you last week. We did this last week. We built a new park. Kelsey, hey there. How are you? We're doing home improvement night tonight, Kelsey. We are fixing the parks. So my question right now is one ride at Magic Kingdom that you would fix, and what would you do to fix it? I'm fantastic, Kelsey. And if it helps, I can give my answer to Magic Kingdom, what I would fix for one ride. But by all means, chime in with your thoughts. Don't be shy. There are no wrong answers, so don't sweat it, whatever it may be. I will tell you, for me, the one that I had in my mind, I would fix Space Mountain. I'd put in a new track. It's time to make that a smoother ride, have it be more futuristic in Tomorrowland and less 1970s roller coaster. Cece, you jumped over on the TikTok side. Disney Dad Bod, Speedway, and update it like Disneyland's Autotopia. Very good one. Cece would fix Tiana's and add a Dr. Facilier scene to the drop when he says, "Are you ready?" I like that. That's a good one. That's a very good one. Anybody else with a Magic Kingdom fix? VB says Tron. It's a great ride. No complaints really. Just wish it was longer and provided more excitement other than the first blast out. And Helen said, yeah, oh yeah, Speedway. Yeah, VBs, I didn't think about Tron, but that's a good call. If you could make that ride even 30 seconds, 45 seconds longer, I think people would be pretty satisfied. Disney Dad Bod said they agree with the Tron comment. I could say fix, but it's really not a fix, but I would like the train to go around the park again. I know that'll come once the new areas are done, but so be it. And second vote, more overlays for holidays on rides. Yeah, I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Kelsey says, I'm not sure what I would fix. I have no complaints except for the price of tickets. Yeah, I think we would all vote for that one, right? But that's that's definitely not happening. Okay, let's go next park. Again, one ride you would fix. Let's go to Epcot. We'll go to Epcot next. Think about one ride at Epcot that you would fix and what would you do to it? I have mine. Excited for what you guys have to fix at Epcot. One ride. All right. CC Guardians and add more songs to it. Yes, CC, I've been saying that for so long. Even if you just 1 month add a new song, 1 month add a new song, that would be great. Helen, can we fix Mission Space by Bulldozer? No, that's not fixing. That's removing. Don't cheat, Helen. Okay, so my Kelsey, I would need to fix up Figment. Yeah, I think that needs some TLC for sure. I would agree with you on that. Figment needs a full return. Disney Dad Bod, refurb. Yeah, full refurb. Okay, here's mine. Kind of like your comment about Guardians, my fix is to Soarin'. And what I would like for Soarin' is, you know how if you ride Star Tours over at Hollywood Studios, there's like 8 or 10 different movies you could possibly see, and you don't know which one you're going to get until you sit down and it starts. I would like Soarin' to have that, so that each time I ride could be a different experience than the last one and the one before and the one before. I think it would make Soarin' a lot more fun to enjoy, a lot more entertaining, a lot more variation to the ride. Absolutely, that's right. So that's what I would do for that. VBs is going to attack the Three Caballeros Grand Fiesta Tour and have it be Coco themed instead. I know that's been talked about, VBs. I like that one. So yes, that's Soarin' would be mine. All right, we're going to go to Hollywood Studios. One ride you would fix, not replace, fix. Single Dad, hold that thought, because we're fixing, improving. You can probably guess that I'm going to get to what's something you would add. So hold that one. I won't say it out loud for our friends over on YouTube that can't see what you posted on TikTok. Hollywood Studios, one ride you would fix. What say you? VBs, change Rock and Roller Coaster to Goofy Movie, Powerline themed. Like that. I was waiting. I figured somebody was going to go right after Rock and Roller Coaster. I thought you were going to say change it to Aerosmith, since it's not Aerosmith as of today. That'd be kind of cheating. CC, rise and add Vader to it to make it Empire based. Ooh. Here's what I would like to do this, CC. I'm cheating now. Leave Rise the way it is, but add a new episode 4 through 6 version of Rise with Vader and yeah. Because wow, that'd be cool. Okay. Mine is it is Rock and Roller Coaster, but I would like I think back to when my kids were younger and we would ride Rock and Roller Coaster, and that big old harness would come over and their heads would just get boxed and their ears would hurt. So I would put in new padding, maybe new seats, that sort of thing, so it's a more comfortable ride. I mean, gosh, we can send men to the moon and they're not banging all over the heck. I think we could create a little more comfortable coaster car to sit in. So there you go. Okay, last park. What are you going to fix at Animal Kingdom? One ride at Animal Kingdom. There's not very many to pick from. So one ride at Animal Kingdom that you would pick, and what would be the one thing you would fix on that ride? Helen, Zootopia show, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Um, I'm trying to convince myself, Helen, that it's just a matter of we need it to be there longer so that it feels natural. So you're saying the story doesn't make a lot of sense. I, I'll admit I've not even seen the movie yet, so I can't even compare the two. But I know a lot of people are sentimental about Tough to Be a Bug and sad to see it go. And I think over time, out of sight, out of mind, you'll slowly forget about it and gravitate towards this. Okay, Disney Dad Bod, we are at Animal Kingdom. One ride you would fix, and what would you do to that ride? VBs would like, well, now you're cheating, you're adding, but another show other than Nemo. So you'd replace the Nemo show with something. Okay, so that's not technically adding, but you'd be replacing Nemo with something else. I do feel like that Nemo show is kind of run its course to some extent, I would say. Feels like that anyway. Yeah, retheme it. Disney Dad Bod, Navi River Journey, make it a storyline and more excitement. CC, I'd fix the Kilimanjaro Safari ride and make it a Lion King water ride with Disneyland Paris. Disney Dad Bod, yes, Navi River ride is too boring. Okay, my one ride that I'm going to fix is Everest. Is it too much to ask for a working Yeti? Can we get the doggone thing fixed and work? I mean, look at all the other animatronics in Disney World. The freaking dolls at Small World have been working for 55 years now without a problem. We can't get one Yeti to work in Animal Kingdom? At Everest? Come on. That's my one fix at Animal Kingdom. Get the Yeti working. All right. Okay, next one. Because that's all 4 parks. What is one ride or attraction that you would remove, get rid of? I'm not asking you what you'd replace it with, just one that you would get rid of. Obviously, Disney would replace it with something, right? But not going to be just empty. But what is one ride or attraction you would remove? Start with Magic Kingdom. What are you going to get rid of at Magic Kingdom? Disney Dad Bod, punted Small World, out the door. Boom. Anybody else? Ooh, VB's gonna get rid of Carousel of Progress. Between you and Disney Dad Bod, you just killed 2 of the most iconic rides at Magic Kingdom. Small World says Single Dad. Yes, Helen, what's one attraction or ride at Magic Kingdom you get rid of? Disney Dad Bod, I'm not at liberty to say who said Carousel of Progress. We're a family-friendly show here. But Disney Dad Bod does say that person is now my biggest enemy. That's awesome. Okay. My one ride / attraction. Oh, Helen is going to get rid of either Pooh or one of the Dumbos. Woo! Boy, you guys are attacking tonight. I feel like mine is pretty safe to say then after what we've got rid of Small World, Carousel of Progress, Pooh, Dumbo, Tomorrowland Speedway, says Tony from Connecticut. And welcome in, Tony. The one ride or attraction I'm going to get rid of at Magic Kingdom is the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. That to me is just a lot of space taken up for little value. Because it's free roaming, you don't badge in, you don't do anything. I don't know that Disney has a clue how many people walk through that in a day. I guarantee you more people stop right across the entrance from it and get a Dole Whip every day than walk through that treehouse. So that's the one thing I'm getting rid of there. All right, we'll go to Epcot next. What is the one ride or attraction at Epcot you're going to get rid of? It's gone. I'm not asking you for what you're replacing it with. Just what are you going to get rid of at Epcot? And I have to believe most of us are going to have the same answer. I'd be shocked if we don't. Disney Dad Bod is getting rid of Frozen. Woo! Man, I was not expecting that. Mission Space, says Single Dad. Disney Dad Bod, sorry. Yeah, Helen, yeah, forgot about Treehouse. Yep. Tony is getting rid of Awesome Planet, the show inside of the land building. Helen says same, Mission Space. So Single Dad's getting rid of Mission Space. Helen's getting rid of Mission Space. I am getting rid of Mission Space. Sorry, Disney Dad Bod. That would be the one I'd get rid of. Okay. Let's go to Hollywood Studios. One ride or attraction. And I will expand to say ride, attraction, show, because Hollywood has more shows than any of the other parks do in comparison to ride. So ride, show, attraction at Hollywood Studios that you would get rid of. It's gone, out of here, adios. Disney Dad Bod is dumping Indiana Jones in the Temple of See You Later. Cece is getting rid of Star Tours. Cece, what kind of Star Wars person are you? Single Dad is getting rid of Star Tours. Disney Dad Bod, there's so much potential for that space. Helen is getting rid of Indiana Jones. Road Trip, hi, how are you? If you want to play along, right now we are doing Home Improvement Disney style. The question is, we are at Hollywood Studios. What is one ride, show, or attraction that you would get rid of? Not asking what you replace it with, just what you would get rid of. We've got Indiana Jones. We've got Star Tours, Indiana Jones. Mine is like several of you. Road Trip Small Worlds at Magic Kingdom. So we're at Hollywood Studios. What would you get rid of there? Hey, Tanner, how are you? I would get rid of Indiana Jones. I think it's run its course. It's been there a long time. The boulder doesn't even come out anymore after the accident that happened a couple months ago. So it's time for me for Indiana Jones stunt show to go away. And I'm ready for, I mean, it's a beautiful theater. You don't need to get rid of the theater, but put in a new show. I don't even care what it is. Put in a new show. Use that theater space. It's a lot of space there. I'd be okay with that. All right. Last park, Animal Kingdom. What is one ride, show? Disney Dad Bod wants to know what show would I put there. Hold that. We'll circle back on it. What is one ride, show, or attraction at Animal Kingdom that you are getting rid of? It's gone. Adios. Road Trip, they need a fire and car stunt show. Yeah, I would be. Star Wars show, Single Dad. I've thought about that. It's right next to Star Tours. If you could make that theater a Star Wars show with Star Tours right there, of course, you're going to have the Monstropolis land is going to be right in the middle, but you could almost try to incorporate that stuff in with Galaxy's Edge. Disney Dad Bod is getting rid of Navi River Journey. Helen's getting rid of Zootopia. I could have guessed, should have guessed. Anybody else with what you're going to get rid of? I agree with Navi. I'll be honest with you, I thought of Navi as well, but because there's only 2 rides in Pandora over there, I'm like, gosh, I don't want to get rid of it. I really would like a 3rd ride over there so that area is even more valuable. Single Day, Zootopia, if I had to get rid of something. I kind of forgot Zootopia is what Cece said. I kind of forgot about Zootopia. So don't come at me, but I was going to get rid of Cali River Rapids. I can't remember the last time I rode that. Typically not there in the summer when it's hot as blazes. And I'm at that age where I don't want to walk around the park with wet shorts or wet pants, whatever temperature is. Yes, I would agree. It's great during the summer, but I'm just never there in the summertime. I will tell you one of the last times we ever rode it. This is going to sound really cruel and devious, but it's been so long. I don't even know if it's still the same setup, but you've got the queue lines that you go back and forth. There's railings that separate. So you're weaving in and out. And I was there with it was my dad and I think two of my 3 boys, and they were probably teenagers, maybe between 10 and 15, call it that. And there was a little kid, let's say the railing is 30 inches high, just to make up a number. That little kid was probably 29 and 3/4 inches tall. So he was running underneath that railing and just barely clearing it, barely clearing it. And my dad and I and my boys were kind of looking at each other like, he's going to crack his head. He is going to freaking crack his head. And sure enough, one of those times going under, he probably gotten up on the ball of his foot, up just high enough, and bam, right there on the top of the forehead, just cracked himself. He went down hard. Of course, he was crying. I felt bad that he was crying, but I was like, you know what? Shame on you / your parents for not stopping you from running back and forth underneath the railing. Honorable court, welcome in. I mean, court, right? So I was like, sometimes when you do things you shouldn't be doing, you kind of pay the price. So anyway, that was a lot. Okay, so court, here's what we're doing tonight. Last week you were with us. We built our 5th park, created Retro Disney. Parenting at Disney is becoming more and more obsolete. No kidding at all. So court tonight, last week we built a new park. Tonight we're doing home improvement. I'll catch up, start off with what is one existing ride you would fix at each park. We just finished the round of what is one ride or attraction you would get rid of. Here's the new one. We'll go back to Magic Kingdom. One new ride or attraction that you would add, something brand new. I don't need you to have it completely thought out in design mode or whatever, but what is one new ride or attraction you would add at Magic Kingdom? We'll start there. Excuse me. Disney Dad Bod, you're absolutely right. Parenting is more and more obsolete. And that's really not just at Disney, it's across the board, which is kind of sad. Court says that's a good question. A new ride in each park. But we're going to start with Magic Kingdom. So only think about Magic Kingdom right now. Single Dad, Ice Age. They could do so much with that. So you would want Ice Age to be added at Magic Kingdom. Is Ice Age a Disney owned? Disney Pixar owned, or is that somebody else? Disney Dad Bod said Incredicoaster that circles around the whole park. I love that. Like a faster version of People Mover around the whole park. I like that. All right, Hans. Thanks. Appreciate it. Court could get behind the Incredicoaster around the park. I like that. I want to add a Rapunzel ride with all the lanterns. She deserves more than a bathroom at Magic Kingdom, plain and simple. So mine would be a Rapunzel ride at Magic Kingdom. All right, moving on. What is one new ride you would add at Epcot? Gokai wants a new Pirates or another pirate ride. What would the ride be? Boat ride to replace Small World? Yeah, I guess, and honestly, where Small World is, it's right next to Rapunzel bathroom, so that would make sense. You could put in my Rapunzel boat ride with the lanterns in the building that Small World is in. Clever. We're onto something. Except that I wasn't getting rid of Small World. You were. Oh, shoot. Anybody else with ideas of a new ride at Magic Kingdom that you would add? If not, I'll give it 30 more seconds. Venetian boat ride in Italy in Epcot for Tony. I like that idea. Disney Dad Bod, something for Snow White. More coaster-like rides. Okay, Epcot, my new ride that I'm going to add, which Gokai would be right up your alley. In Japan, in the World Showcase, I'm going to have a bullet train roller coaster ride. How about that? There was supposed to be a ride in Germany. I know, Helen. And I was trying to think what it was supposed to be. Because I've read about that before. But yeah, I'm putting in a bullet train coaster in Japan, a river ride in Germany. Anybody else with the suggestion of a new ride at Epcot? While I give you your Court says really just there for the food and pictures at Epcot. Okay, fair enough. A shuttle to get the drinks out. Single dad. Oh, to get the drunks out, not drinks. Gondola ride in Italy down the Venetian Canal, says Disney Dabot. I like that. Oh, Helen says you can see the mural in Beer Garden. Okay, I'll check that out. Side note, this coming Thursday, I'm going to go watch Disney on Ice here in town. Kind of excited for that. See what the characters can do on ice. Okay, let's head to Hollywood Studios. What is one new ride or attraction that you would add at Hollywood Studios? I'm going to tell you, I won't tell you my answer yet for mine, but I spent time thinking, okay, Goofy has his own ride. Mickey and Minnie now have their own ride. Donald has his own ride. What's another group characters that, Buzz Lightyear has his ride, Toy Story Mania and Slinky Dog Dash and all those. So I thought, who's a character or character group that could have a new ride? So I won't give it away yet, but that's where my brain went to get me there. Helen says Chip and Dale. And Helen, we are taking little Poppy to see Disney on Ice. She's going to wear her Minnie Mouse outfit. Looking forward to it. Single Dad, Chip and Dale, Brave. Hey, how are you? Brave, if you want to play along, we are doing home improvement Disney style. Right now, we're at Hollywood Studios asking everybody a new ride that they would like to see in the park. Yeah, Helen, I'm excited. I'll have to send it to you later, but they sent me a picture of Poppy in her Minnie Mouse costume. Question is, new ride at Hollywood Studios. Oh, getting moved. Okay. Brave, last week we created a fifth park called Retro Disney, and the requirement was you could only have rides in the park that were previously existing rides at one of the four parks. And so the group of us put together 20 rides for that park. We brought back 3 parades, a nighttime and 2 daytime. We brought back a fireworks show and 2 restaurants that used to exist. CC, a ride like Flight of Passage, but through Endor. Ooh, okay. Disney Dad Bod, a Chip and Dale coaster would be great. Chip and Dale theme song is in your head, Court. I like that. Disney needs to make that happen. Okay. I know, Brave, wouldn't that be great at that fifth park? I'm not kidding, Disney Dad Bod. I'm going to read straight from my paper. Hollywood Studios, Chip and Dale Adventure Coaster is what I put down for my new ride at Hollywood Studios. So you and I were right there together. I guess now I'm committed to the Rapunzel ride taking over Small World, aren't I? All right, let's go to Animal Kingdom. A ride, show, or attraction, brand new, that you would add to Animal Kingdom. We can be co-CEOs. I like it. I still want to find where I can send our idea about Retro Disney Park number 5. I mean, they'd be set, right? You think about, in my mind, and I could be wrong, but Great Movie Ride is probably one of the most current closed rides that everybody loved and hated to see go. There's going to be one of those 5 years or 10 years from now that they could pick it up and move it to our Retro Disney and take out one of the rides that was there and keep doing that. That'd be pretty cool. All right, Animal Kingdom, one ride, show, or attraction you would add. What say ye? I'll give you mine. Thought about this for a while. You guys may or may not know this, but when Animal Kingdom first opened, they had a boat ride through some of the canals. Lion King Dark Ride. I like that idea, Disney Dad Bod. So I know there's passageways in the water. I think if you've been there in the last 5 years or so, you'll know that they used to do the flotillas with a character or two characters on a pontoon boat that would make its way through. So you know that there's passages to make paths through there. Would be simple to do a true Animal Kingdom parade on boats. Get those pontoon boats lined up, get them decorated. You could do a daytime Animal Kingdom parade through the water canals. Doesn't box up or mangle up the walkways, passageways for people getting to and from different areas of the park. You could sit in that concrete amphitheater area over by Everest to watch the parade as it came by if you wanted to, if it was comfortable. But that's what I would do. Need to get rid of the aqua theater and use that space. It is such wasted space. It's insane. They need to do something. Bring back the Kite Tail show. I don't care. Something. Okay. We're done with rides and attractions. The next one. Strawberry Field Fairy. Hey, how are you? Welcome in. Good to see you. We are doing home improvement Disney style. We're making changes to the parks, adding things, what have you. So the topic right now, we're going to go back to Magic Kingdom. What is one character meet and greet you'd like to see added to Magic Kingdom? One character meet and greet that does not exist today that you would like to see added to Magic Kingdom. Mickey and Minnie right in front of the castle. I like that. Of course, if we had our way from last week, we'd have Toontown back and they'd be in their homes. I adored that. But okay, Mickey, Minnie right in front of the castle. Anybody else with a character meet and greet at Magic Kingdom you'd like to see come back? Helen wants Stitch, Permanent, and Marie. Okay. I figured, Helen, if you were back, you'd probably say one of those two. I wasn't thinking both of them. Anybody else with a character meet and greet you would like to see added to the Magic Kingdom? A character that does not exist in any of the 4 parks meet and greets. All of the aristocrats, says Helen. Goofy is rare in Magic Kingdom. You're right. He absolutely is. You occasionally can see him. I am going to, over by in Tomorrowland by the show, I want a Mike Wazowski meet and greet. You got Sully over at Hollywood Studios. You can have Mike Wazowski at Magic Kingdom. And I will tell you, I initially had him at Hollywood Studios, but I switched it, and I'll tell you why here in a minute when I get to Hollywood Studios. There would be a huge line. Walt and Mickey not going to, pretty hard to have that one happen, Justin. Welcome in. We're just having some fun creating home improvements at Disney. So my Magic Kingdom character meet and greet that I like to have added would be Mike Wazowski. This upcoming trip, you're paying homage to Goofy. I love it. When is that trip, Court? All Goofy gear. I love that. Goofy is my all-time favorite character. I've shared the story a million times. I'm happy to share it again. Why? If you don't know the story. But if you do, then good enough. Jessica Rabbit in Toontown. There you go, Justin. I like that one. April 6th. So that's, what about 30... 35 days, something like that. Is that right? About 35, April. Yeah, like 5 weeks from today, I think, isn't it, Court? Always wonder why they don't have a Walt in Magic Kingdom. Would be epic. Yeah, super excited. Yeah, it's 5 weeks. Perfect. Okay, Epcot. One character meet and greet you would add at Epcot. I'm excited for you, Court. So you're 5 weeks away. I'm 10 weeks away. I'm 70 days today. I'm guessing you probably won't still be there 35 days later. It'd be pretty epic if you were. What character meet and greet are you going to add at Epcot? Remy outside the water fountain. I love that, Disney Dad Bod. That is a great one. Yep, you're doing the cruise. That's right. Yes, on the Dream. That's exactly right. But I don't think it's going to be a 35-day cruise unless you stop at Gilligan's Island, and then all bets are off. Okay, my character meet and greet that I'm adding at Epcot, I want to see Baymax. I think it'd be perfect at Epcot. Heck, we might as well, since I just got rid of Mission Space, you can probably add a Big Hero 6 ride there. How about that? Disney Dad Bod, would it be okay if we had a Big Hero 6 ride instead of Mission Space? Let's hope it's not 35 days. I enjoy my cruise, but I don't think I could be on the boat that long. Good Lord. Up Balloon House floating over the Incredicoaster. I like that. Justin, that's awesome. Disney Dad Bod, you be down for that? I've got rid of Mission Space for a Big Hero 6 ride. I love that movie. I feel like it's underrated. Okay, let's go. Hollywood Studios. What is one character meet and greet you're going to add to Hollywood Studios? And remember, I initially said Mike Wazowski there. I moved him to Magic Kingdom, and you'll see why here in a second as to what character I'm adding to meet and greet at Hollywood Studios, because I think it fits better there, and you'll see why here in a second. That's a tough one. Okay. You think, and I'll answer, my character meet and greet that I'm adding to Hollywood Studios, I'm bringing Steamboat Willie. He's going to come and do a meet and greet Hollywood Studios. It fits there because he's the one captaining the paddle boat on Fantasmic when it comes around. Belle. Ooh, I love Belle. She's so pretty. That yellow dress. Amazing. You're going to take mine, Disney Dad Bod. Wouldn't Steamboat Willie would be awesome. Awesome. Roger Rabbit, Court, I like that. That's a good fit at Hollywood Studios as well. I like that. Theme fits well there. Okay, last park, Animal Kingdom. A new character meet and greet that you would add there. Giselle from Enchanted. I like that. Court, that's a good one. Helen, you're going to like my answer for Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom character meet and greet. Avatar. Ooh, an Avatar. That would be so cool. That'd be, and I'm not a big Avatar person, but that would be so cool. Mulan and Animal Kingdom, Disney Dad Bod, that's a perfect fit. Yes. Anybody, I'm kind of heading in that direction, but anybody old enough and was at Animal Kingdom long ago to remember that they used to have a Pocahontas show? Anybody remember that? Ka would be awesome. Baloo and King Louie. I like that, Court. Those are great. Anybody remember the Pocahontas show? Disney Dad Bod? Yep. And I also remember you could see Jiminy Cricket over at the animation station building. Helen, my character meet and greet at Animal Kingdom, I had the Aristocats, specifically Marie, but any of the Aristocats. So I thought you would appreciate that one. All right. Any last characters? Grandmother Willow or Miko? I like that, Court. Those are good. Those are really good. Mowgli. Justin, that's a great one. I like that. Okay. I'm moving slightly away from Home Improvement. And I'm doing this selfishly. Pocahontas and her forest friends. Yes, Disney Dad Bod. My oldest son, who now is 35, when he was probably 6 or 7, somewhere in the 8, maybe. I don't know. We were there for that show, and he got selected to go up front and hit the bongo thing, the drum, to start the show. Thought that was so cool. Such a cool experience. So anyway, okay. I'm going to steal from you guys now. I'm going to go back to Disney in 70 days, 10 weeks from today. And we're going to do some park time, but some non-part-time. And so I'm looking to book a couple of different sit-down dining reservation experiences inside the bubble. And I was interested in what your guys' favorite sit-down meals are. It can be character, it can be non-character, it can be inside the park, it can be outside the park. I'm trying to broaden my experiences. I'm a creature of habit. When I find a restaurant that I like, I tend to go to it all the time because I like it. And I know that we're getting our money's worth because we like the food. So feel free to shout out your favorite sit-down restaurants. Again, can be character, does not have to be, that you like. I wrote down some of my favorites of places we've been, but I want to see yours. So Topolino's in Toledo. I'm going to write them down. I've never eaten at Topolino's. I've been up there before and then gone outside on the patio, and wow, the view is incredible. Narcoosseous. Ohana, absolutely, Court. Ohana is absolutely an option. And Ohana really gives you two different experiences. The Salier. Probably the best steak you've ever had. Yeah, single dad. I've never eaten there before. I will tell you, I ate at Shula's in one of the Orlando restaurants years ago, probably 25 years ago. And I swear to this day, I could have cut that steak with a plastic fork. That's how tender it was. The Cellier. But back to Ohana. Ohana, I think it's almost like two restaurants in one, because if you do breakfast, you get the characters. If you do dinner, no characters. So different experiences. Rosie's at Dolphin. Yeah, I've heard that's really good too. Rosie's. That's how tender the steak was. Isn't that amazing? It's like, oh, I could cut it with a plastic fork. Okay, question. Anybody eaten at Steakhouse 71? And if so, did you like it? I've never been there before. I've heard good things. And it's kind of like on our maybe list of booking that one. So curious to know if anybody's done Steakhouse 71 and if they liked it or not. You're not going to hurt my feelings either way. They have a new restyling in the island at Polynesian. I can't remember the name of it. Haven't had good experiences. Okay, Disney Dabot, I like that. That's good to know. Oh, new restaurant in. Tried twice and both weren't good. Okay, that I'm happy to hear that. That's good. Okay, other places, and these, now I'm going to be honest with you, these are places I have eaten at. Ask any of you guys if you've ever eaten any of them. Crystal Palace inside Magic Kingdom. That is character meet and greet with Winnie the Pooh and friends. Anybody done Crystal Palace before? And if so, did you like it? Did you not like it? Love my fireworks experience at the Spice Road table. That's awesome, Justin. I love that idea. Getting the luminous dinner package there, Mediterranean food. Yep. Yeah, that'd be awesome to be able to sit, chill, watch the show, enjoy some food. I like that. Nobody's done Crystal Palace. That's the place. That's the place where you can get the churro Mickey waffles for breakfast. Okay, next on my list. Epcot. Anybody done Teppan Edo? That's the hibachi style restaurant in Japan upstairs. Has anybody eaten there before? And if so, what'd you think? And Justin, I've not done that Spice Road, but I would like to. Wailulu Bar and Poly Tower. Ooh, that sounds good. Teppan Edo, yes, hibachi is very good. I love the restaurant there. The last time I ate there, I spent more time talking to the other family. I got to do the puzzle piece. I spent more time talking to the other family at our table than I did watching our chef do the show. And I felt kind of bad afterwards. But for me, that's half of the fun, is getting to talk with another family. Where are you from? Is this your first time? how many days you've been here, all those kind of questions, and just engaging. Highly recommend. Went with the Wandering Family. Oh yeah, yeah. I know Wandering Family. John and Missy, super nice people. Super nice people. Yes. So yeah, I love Tepanito. Okay, how about Hollywood Studios? Anybody done 50s Primetime Cafe? That's one of my favorites. I think the food is reasonably priced and it's really good food, and the atmosphere is kind of fun. Or how about as far as atmosphere goes? Yes, very good, Single Dad. Whispering Canyon Cafe. That is at Wilderness Lodge. I've eaten there 3 or 4 times. The food's really good. My first 2 or 3 times, I got the platter or skillet, whatever it's called, and it's like all you can eat. This last time I didn't. I got a New York strip steak. Super tender, really good. Yeah, Whispering Canyon is a great time. I've seen like all of the different things they do there. I've seen them every time. And it's like the next time I go and I sit down and I see it all, and it's like I remember. It's like, oh my God, I forgot. This last time I was there having dinner, at the table next to me, little girl, she was maybe 10. It was her birthday. The waitress comes out. She's got a cupcake for her and a to-go box. Come over, starts singing happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear, blah, blah, happy birthday to. And the waitress took a big old bite out of that cupcake. And I bet that 10-year-old about fell out of her chair thinking, oh my God, she's eating my cupcake. Well, she had a fresh cupcake in the to-go box for the little girl. But oh my God, that was so fun to watch that. Yes, have to ask for ketchup. That happened 3 or 4 times throughout my meal. Let's see. I'm going to try to do this to scale. Pretend that this. I know this is I think it's a glass cleaner, but pretend that this is the normal size bottle of or container of soda that you would order and get there. Ask for a refill. They bring back this ginormous size container of soda as you refill. Love it. That's so fun. Waitress came to take my order, sat down at the table, pulled up chair, sat down. I could barely start talking, and she was yelling at the customer at the table next to us. It was such a great experience. Okay, Single Dad, you wanted to try sci-fi but heard mixed things. Okay. I would never... I don't know that I would ever tell somebody not to go somewhere because we're all unique human beings, and something that you love, I might not, and vice versa. But again, like I told you, I'm a creature of habits. When I find something I like, I stick with it. I've done sci-fi twice. I'm not a huge foodie. So for me, it was like, yeah, the food's fine. I probably got a cheeseburger or something like that. And it was fine. But was there with my family. And so sitting in the dark in those convertibles seats with my family, and you're watching the black and white, and it's not like Disney movies that they're showing on the big screen. It's like black and white, old horror type films, Frankenstein and things like that. And not gory and super scary because they know there's people of all ages there, but that's what was showing. For us, it just wasn't a really fun experience. It didn't really feel like we were at the drive-ins. So wasn't great. Okay, Justin, thanks for joining. Have a good evening at work. So it wasn't a great experience for us. The food was okay. Nothing to write home about. I didn't think it was bad food though, from that standpoint. So I would never tell you not to do it. Hey, Dana, how are you? Good to see you tonight. But yeah, it's not on my, if I'm going back to Hollywood Studios, I'm going to do 50s Primetime Cafe. I'm going to probably do Hollywood and Vine. I did that at Christmas time with characters all dressed in Christmas costumes. It was amazing. Loved it. I would do Brown Derby before I did sci-fi. But again, that's just me. I don't want to chase you away from it. Has anybody eaten at Beaches and Cream, which is over at the Beach Club on your way out the backside of Epcot? Beaches and Cream, famously known for the kitchen sink ice cream. Oh, don't worry, Dina. That's all good. Dad Bod loves Beaches and Cream. Now, do you go there to eat food, or do you go there for the ice cream, or both? Or have you done both? Both. Okay. Have you ever gotten the kitchen sink? I have not. You got shakes. They were good. Probably one and done. Okay. I think the food's pretty decent there. Last couple times I went, I got grilled cheese sandwich with tomato soup. Soup was good, and the cheese on the grilled cheese sandwich was outstanding. Court's taking notes. Usually choose the same places. Okay. You stay there. It's your first night meal. Okay. Yeah. So the kitchen sink, if you're not familiar with this, it's a big, big container, 8 different scoops of ice cream, every topping that they have in the shop, and 1 full can of whipped cream on top. You're not eating it by yourself. You're probably not eating it with just you and one other person. It's probably 3, 4, 5 people to do that. That is a lot of ice cream. Absolutely. Dina's gone there a couple times, never gotten kitchen sink either. I was there 2 weeks ago and ate at Beaches and Cream. I was there for a conference outside of Disney, but went and ate at Beaches and Cream. I think 3 kitchen sinks came out in the hour or so that I was there. I only had dinner. I did not even get any kind of ice cream at all there. So anyway, but I do like Beaches and Cream. The ice cream is good. The shakes are good. And I think the food's pretty good. It's fun. When my wife and I were there last November for the Park Life Live, and I got to meet Dina and her husband, the day we arrived, Brooke, hey, how are you? We went and had lunch at Beaches and Cream. It was a fun way to kick off the vacation. So that's one that's on my list. Tusker House at Animal Kingdom is a character dining buffet experience. For us, it's a fun one to do as early in the morning as possible, either super duper early, or the last couple of times we've done like closer to 9:30, so that we can rope drop and knock out 1, 2, 3 rides and then go have breakfast and then enjoy the park. In November, when Lori and I were there, we did Flight of Passage, Navi, the Zootopia show, and the safari, and then had breakfast like at 9:30. So we knocked out a ton of stuff during rope drop time, then had a nice chill breakfast, and then went about the rest of our day at the park. That's your favorite, Brooke, and Tusker was good single day. Yeah. And the character experiences are really good too, or interactions really good too there. Absolutely. Okay. Let's go to fast food or quick service, counter service, whatever you call it. What are some of your favorite of the quick service locations? There are a few that I've never eaten at that I think I want to try. So I'm looking forward to, hopefully some of you guys might mention them. Riviera quick service Disney Dad Bod. Oh, I'll have to give that a shot. You're going to do Garden Grill in April. Brooke, are you doing breakfast or dinner? Because to me, they're 2 very, very different experiences. I'd probably say that about any restaurant, but breakfast is far different. Sleepy Hollow is every trip, single dad. I like that for breakfast. For me, I would prefer to do any of those things for breakfast. Caribbean Beach quick service too. I like that Disney Dad Bod. My favorite dinner though is Tepanito, the hibachi style. So I don't mind doing that because I like to schedule Tepanito like around 7:30 at the latest, but closer to 7. Enjoy that for an hour and a half, and we walk out. Sometimes we'll stay upstairs on that balcony to watch Luminous out over the lagoon. I think that's fun to do it that way too. So that's good stuff. Okay. At Hollywood Studios, I'm a huge fan of the ABC Commissary for 2 reasons. One, it's got a lot of indoor seating. It's a great way to take a load off your feet. They have the soda machines right there you can refill. And I love the buffalo chicken grilled cheese sandwich. Yum. So Brooke, Woody's Lunchbox, that's a place that I've never had before. I would like to try. The biggest turnoff for me has always been when you get back there, there's 0 seating. And I am not a fan of getting food and having to hold it in my hand and try to eat. I just don't like to do that. But I would like to try Woody's Lunchbox sometime. That's one that's on my list of like to try. Backlot Express, I think, is always convenient. Right back there behind Indiana Jones show. They added a bunch of seating. Oh, that's good to know, Disney Dad Bod. Brisket grilled cheese. I like that. Anything with cheese on it, I'm usually a fan of. I could go to a restaurant and have just chips and queso and call it my meal, and I'd be happy with that. I wouldn't need to have anything else. How about at Magic Kingdom? What do you guys do for quick service at Magic Kingdom? I feel like there's three mainstays of restaurants at Magic Kingdom. Loaded tachos are good too. I was eyeballing that on the menu. Disney Dad, by you leave Magic Kingdom. Casey's and Friars. No, Casey's is one of my three that I feel like are mainstays. Leave Magic Kingdom. Yeah, the food is not the mainstay there. Lauren, how are you? Pinocchio, like that one. Cosmic Rays is usually one we end up doing. You go to the resorts for food, that's not a bad call. Then Monorail back there, I like that. Casey's, Cosmic Rays, and for me, the third one is Pecos Bills. That I don't mind doing that one occasionally. Yeah, food is okay. Now, if I can eat a big enough breakfast before we get there, I could probably just live on popcorn the rest of the day and I'd be okay with that. Cosmic Rays is one of your hubby's favorites. You can't beat Sunny Eclipse performing. Never do Pecos Bills again. Pinocchio Village House isn't terrible. Yeah. Cheeseburger Spring Rolls does have your heart, though. I've heard they have spring rolls there, Brooke. I think I've been by that stand before. Why is the popcorn so good there? For me, Court, I don't know. It's just popcorn is kind of like going to a movie theater, have movie theater popcorn there. It's something that I just don't have at home. And so I enjoy it. I could sit and watch the parade all day long with popcorn. Absolutely do it. I have right here, hang on. If you have like this, gosh, this popcorn bucket's probably at least 10 years old. I just took it when I was there a couple weeks ago. Got free, or it's not free, but refill of popcorn for like $2.50. It beats the heck out of paying $5 or $6 for the cardboard box of popcorn. So I love that. It does come with a surprise sometimes, doesn't it, Brooke? Okay, let's see what else I have on my list. How about at Epcot? What do you guys do for quick serve at Epcot? Didn't happen last time. Nope. Sometimes things happen once and it's just special that time and you have to hold on to it. World Showcase, any place in particular, Disney Dad Bod, or are you talking about just like some of the food stands around? Did the desserts at Gaston's Tavern in Magic Kingdom. I still have diabetes. Court, that is hilarious. Japan and France. Okay. Oh, man. I don't think I've ever had dessert at Gaston's, and I don't think I should now. I'm a huge fan of the Caramel Shop in Germany at Epcot. Love the Mexico place on the left, but I love all the food booths during festivals. Yeah. Mexico for some nachos. I tend to enjoy the Regal Eagle. I think they've got some decent food in there. And again, plenty of seating. Yeah, to the right. I knew what you meant, Brooke. And then Connections Eatery. The big old slice of pizza is not too bad either. Dina says, I like Columbia Harbor House at Magic Kingdom. That's not a bad one. As long as you're a fish eater, right? Now, the one thing that's nice about Columbia Harbor House is they got seating upstairs, and usually it's pretty empty. Connections has some good salads too. Okay. Might have to at least look at the salads next time. But since calories don't count, should I really have a salad? I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Oh, shucks. Okay. When is everybody going back to Disney again? Court, I know you got 5 weeks from today till you're heading down. And does anybody else have trips lined up? April 8th. So that's about 30 days away. July 2nd, Disney Dad. Ooh, Disney Dad Bod. You're going to be there for 4th of July? I've never been there on the 4th. I would freaking love to be there for the 4th. I don't care how hot it is. Doesn't matter to me. I would love that. I've been down there for New Year's Eve before. Spectacular. Again, don't care about the crowds. Does not matter. 10 days till your cruise, but Christmas trip booked for the parks. There's nothing better than Christmas time at Disney. Love it, love it, love it. I will be down there. I thinking going back for Christmas. I like it. I will be down there in May 11th through the 14th. And then I will be back there again in December. It's actually November 30th through December 6th. And then we're doing Park Life Live January of 2027. Our meet and greet, if you can make it work, it's the last weekend of January in 2027. I think it's the 28th through the 30th. We will be getting back together again. So hopefully you guys can make that happen. How many trips do you normally do in a year? So, Court, usually one, sometimes two. This year I was there a couple weeks ago, but it was for a work conference for my day job, and so I snuck over and tried to get a little Disney out of it. Yeah, Brooke, I know Kirsten's supposed to be there in December. I was going to ask her if she'd want to push it to January and join us for Park Life Live or Park Life Party. I haven't mentioned that to her yet, but yeah, I know they're supposed to be down there. I think the day we leave to come home is the day they arrive, if I remember right. Trying to squeeze in a quick trip over Easter break. Fingers crossed, Tina. I like that. That's cool. Love Christmas down there. Yes. January 28th through the 30th, 2027, Brooke. We're going to do Festival of the Arts. Wanted to try to shake it up. You know, the first year was Thanksgiving. First year was Halloween. Last year was Christmas. So we push it and do Festival of the Arts January of 2027, the last weekend, 28th through the 30th. Just purchased churro ears on Etsy. Insert giddy laughing here. That'll be a retreat, so you'll probably be there. Cool. That'd be great, Brooke. I'd like that. I'd like that a lot. See, now we got to talk Kirsten into moving their trip to January, and they can be down there at the same time. I'll have to mention that to her. All right, gang. I think that's all I had for tonight. Again, if you weren't with us last week, we built a fifth park called Retro Disney. We brought back 20 formerly operating, now extinct rides at Disney. It was a lot of fun. We added 3 parades that are no longer in existence. We added a fireworks show that's no longer in existence, and 2 restaurants that have since closed down. Tonight was a home improvement night. We fixed one ride at each park that we thought should be fixed. We got rid of a ride at each park that shouldn't be there. We added a new ride. We added a character meet and greet, and then we've been talking about restaurants. Once you're out, yeah, no doubt. At some point, I'm like, I can't talk anymore. Of course, I didn't bring a full one tonight to the table, so I always say we're going to only go for an hour, and here it's been an hour and 10 minutes. So I'm never good about staying on task like that. Yeah, it was a lot of fun doing the Retro Disney build last week. I have more ideas for next week's live and the weeks after. For those, I know, Court, I think last week was your first time with us, if I remember right. Hopefully I remember that right. So you can kind of see, I like to do fun, interactive things like this. It's not just me telling you about why you should book a Disney trip or anything like that. So I like to have it fun and enjoyable. And again, you know, if you want to book a trip with me, great. If I can help you make your trip better, that's great too. That's really what it's all about, and having fun. So I think we will wrap for tonight. For those that are on the YouTube side, I think it might be Dina and Helen. Thanks for joining in tonight. I appreciate it. On the TikTok side, thank you guys for hanging out with me again tonight. Court, Single Dad, Disney Dad Bod, you guys were here last week as well. I appreciate it. Brooke, it was always great to see you. But I think that's a wrap for tonight. So, as y'all know, I like to say, hope you have a great night tonight. And when you wake up tomorrow, it will be a great day to be alive. We'll see y'all next week. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. See you, Dina. Thank you. Have a good night.